Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the channel Power, where we talk about financial history, business history, biography of business, and biography of business leaders. So, one thing I wanted to talk about, guys, in this video is a lot of things I've been seeing online on the internet is in regards to the economy, in regards to the doom and gloom and everything, the impending financial disaster. Everybody feels like inflation is gonna be the end of it. And one thing I wanted to let you guys know, guys, is I focus on financial history, okay? And financial history, guys, when you study history, you realize that just in the 20th century, okay, those 100 years, from 1900 to 2000, okay, you realize that we've been through so much as a country, as a nation, and the all that the S&P 500 has done is gone up. That's all it's done. I don't know the exact figures. I'm not a huge math person. Even though I like investing, even though I'm into investing, I still pull out my calculator. But I know if you would have invested like back in like the 1940s or 50s in the S&P, like let's say $100, I know it would be somewhere over like $1,000 or maybe more, like $20,000 by now. Again, don't quote me on that, but I know that it would have grown substantially. Okay. I know there's certain stocks, there's certain companies like Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's company, that if you would have put like just, even $1,000 back in like 1980 or something, that's turned into a lot of money, millions, right? So what I'm saying, guys, is don't please, don't let the Dr. Dooms, the Henry Kaufman was a economist. He worked for one of the investment houses on Wall Street, and then also he sat on the board of Lehman Brothers, and he was the original Dr. Doom. Okay, and they called him Dr. Doom, or they nicknamed him that on Wall Street because he was always pessimistic about the doom is among us and it's going to be the end of the world or the end of this country, blah blah blah. And he was the original Dr. Doom, Henry Kaufman, right? And I have one of his books, and I think his book is titled On Money and Markets, and I haven't read it all, but I do have one of his books in my library. And then there's been other Dr. Dooms, like little Dr. Dooms. Nero Rubini is another one, and I've seen him quite a lot on different podcasts and different internet YouTube videos. And he's a little doctor. I call him Little Dr. Doom, because Henry Kaufman is the big OG Dr. Doom. But Nero Rubini is also a Dr. Doom. He's always pessimistic about, I saw him do an interview in 2009 on Charlie Rose, and he was talking about, it's the end, it's going to take forever to turn around, this economy's done, blah, 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 and none of it's true, guys. None of it's true. People love to just be negative and talk about, impending doom and gloom and everything, and the world's coming to an end. And it's, most of the time, it's not. They're wrong. Okay, 20th century, if recent history has taught us anything, is that this country bounces back, guys. This country bounces back. Now, I'm not saying if there's like a nuclear war or attack and nuclear weapons are released, then that's a different situation, guys. But I'm saying overall, the economy will be fine in the long run. And I'm a very strong believer, like Warren Buffett says, that if you just put your money in the S&P 500, guys, and even if you do like a dollar cost averaging where you invest like, a certain amount every 3-6 months or whatever, you will do fine for retirement. Once you reach like retirement age, you will do fine. That's actually what I advise my kids to do, is just put their money in the S&P 500 and don't take it out. Just leave it in there until they are going to retire, like in their 60s. This is not investment advice. I'm not trying to give investment advice. All I'm saying is just please don't be dissuaded. Please don't be led by fear. And don't let that determine your market decisions. Like, oh, I'm going to get out of the S&P, or I'm going to get out of this stock because of I don't know what's going to happen with Ukraine, or I'm not going to know what's going to happen with Gaza or the Middle East. I mean, there's always dangers in the world, guys. There's always hurricanes, and all kinds of bad things happen, guys, in history. Just study history. Open up a history book from the 20th century and you'll see all the things that happened. Hitler, the 1970s oil embargo, the 29 crash, 1929 stock market crash, the depression of the 30s, the 1987 Black Monday crash. So what I'm saying, long-term capital management in 1998, the 2008 Great Recession. So there's always bad things that have happened, guys, but don't let it drive your investment decisions, and don't let it control you as far as like, oh, I'm going to jump in and out, because activity, guys, does not produce good returns. So I just wanted to just touch on that real quick, guys, and just again, I'm not trying to give investment advice, but just keep that in mind, guys, when you are making your investment decisions. Thank you guys very much for watching my channel, Power. You guys have a good one. I am going to be signing off.